out these things.
Yeah, I've seen Nana Tandala has been nominated again.
I have 2 of my people who are nominated. I'm so happy for them.
Nyinyi mmenominatiwa ma
Nini?
Si Kalasha.
Yeah.
What we know? Uli act this year?
I haven't acted last year.
Sasa tunanominatiwa kitu ya last year. Have you been nominated?
Papi.
Mbona wanakuonea lakini si you won an award for
Mimi nishashinda hii. Unaona hii nini?
Pulse Awards.
Yeah, Pulse.
That's enough.
I saw them announcing you as best breakthrough artist.
No, the category they announced was best breakthrough video, which was the wrong category because it's supposed to be.
So you went on stage with the wrong.
That's why hadi kuna msali tuliza mbona mko mnakaa confused. It's because
we are confused.
Because nasikia best breakthrough, I haven't heard my song,
but you're hearing your name.
Vijana BaruBaru. I'm like,
you're like,
what happened?
Tu next time watume tu SMS. Wafanye tu Twitter.
See, it's like Ryan Gosling when his song for Barbie won at what was it? Was it the Grammys? Yeah. He was so confused. Like guys are clapping. There's a song of his from this Barbie movie that won, I think, best song.
The one where he
was so confused. He was just sitting there like,
guys, can I just like, also say, I am literally the only person on this planet who's saying if you think Barbie was a good movie and you're above the age of 21. Like, I was in the cinema. Let me tell you what happened.
What happened?
Who did I go to the cinema with? Ivy, were you there? Yeah. Oh my God.
What happened?
So listen. So it was Oppenheimer and Barbie. Right? I hadn't shared the story for Oppenheimer. Okay. Like I'd seen it and then someone told me 3 hours. I was just like, I'm not
That's
about
too
to
long,
leave.
yeah.
I didn't carry pajamas. I don't have accommodation.
Tabeba passport.
You know what I mean?
Glass of wine hata una.
Sina snacks. Nikasema, hey, 3 hours siwezani. Wacha tupitie Barbie. And then coincidentally I wore a pink hoodie and guys were like, oh, you know, whatever.
Yeah, like
so
whatever.
we got in there. Watoi walikuwa ka 1 million.
I swear.
Lakini sikujali, tuliingia tukawatch hii film, nikaanza kusema okay, any minute now.
Any minute.
Plot. Hata si twist, just plot.
No plot, no twist.
The whole time I'm just like, is this it?
Are we
and
done?
Then at the end they were singing, and then it ends with Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice song, I'm Banana Barbie.
Yeah.
And the song just come out. All the kids started rapping.
Ulikuwa na majenzi wewe. Ulikuwa na majenzi uko ndani.
It reminded me of when we watched was it Biggie Ama Park's movie? And we were in the cinema, we were so late because Capital FM is done that through that bash and we were invited and they had drinks. Wow. By the time movie at credits in Israel trailer.
When the songs are coming on
tulikuwa already a nuisance in this. And it's not just me, it's everybody. We were like, yo, Park usifanye hivyo. Biggie. Like it was a mess. So that's what those kids were doing. But I give that movie a strong 0.
Wow. Like no points, none.
I didn't like it.
Nothing.
But there was the pink. I've never seen so many hues of pink though.
That's what you took from the movie?
That's it.
Okay, fantastic.
That's it.
Did any of you watch
Nothing.
it?
I was given a synopsis by a friend. Tried to watch it. I couldn't stomach it. It didn't make sense.
I feel like I was playing Chamama. But now in like the future where the AI is the one that's making the story as we go.
Tunakumbuka tu hiyo time, hiyo competition hiyo, ni
Oppenheimer
na Barbie. Oppenheimer nilishia hapo kwa hiyo 3 hours. Nilikuwa sina hiyo
energy.
Chani watch TikToks. Ingine nilisikia inaitwa tu Barbie. Like mambo yangu ile.
You wouldn't watch a movie?
Me?
Yeah.
I would. No, but si Barbie, si movie inaitwa Barbie.
What's the last movie you went to the cinema to watch?
Interesting. The Beekeeper. The Beekeeper, Jason Statham, which is not a very good Jason Statham movie.
The fuck is that?
Bro, last year was not a good cinematic year. Let me not lie.
The Beekeeper is new.
Like, wait, what were you trying to watch to start bees?
No. Okay, so I don't really have to explain what this movie is about.
I'm just saying, you gotta give
give us a synopsis.
Okay. Mbona ongea kama mzungu? Mbona unanifanya niongee?
Basi ongea vile unasikia basi.
Nimesikia mdomo yangu sini.
Lakini unajua sisi tuko na international viewers.
So to accommodate.
They keep asking us, I don't understand Swahili, but I'm here.
Tabidi mtafute dictionary.
God damn it.
So, in all honesty, nilikuwa nimeenda hapo juu ya Msupa. Tulikuwa tumetafuta form, tumechoka, it's a long day, like let's just go chill in the theater. Like poa. Kufika hapo kulikuwa movie ya Kihindi, mimi kwanza napenda movie za Kihindi, so 3 hours ya Oppenheimer hizi nishtua. The reason I didn't watch Oppenheimer is because I didn't like it. I just couldn't like explosion and too much. Hiroshima. Too much. Hiroshima's Nagasaki, right?
Yes.
So anyway, back to the Beekeeper. So apparently there is this unaona kuna secret service wa gava ama venye sit kona DCI sijui kuna
na CIA sijui FBI
kuna squad nyingine huko
M6
yenye inajulikana tuna wale wase wenye like deep state so naitwa beekeepers
so it's an action film.
It's an action film.
You should have said that. You should have said that. There's a guy. I don't know. He's changed his life. He's like the movie starts with him. Bye to the action life. Now I'm a beekeeper. So like, was crack a lot. Subscribe.
It's action. It's like he does whoop ass. He really does.
Do you know what? Like for me, their names when I see in a film, I see like like you see some names,
and
they just say I'm not watching this. Like if I see a movie and it has Jason Segel, what's it called? Segel. We call it
Steven
Seagal.
Alafu anasema nini? Anasema Jay White ajui kufight and Jay White is actually a real nini. Just the other day.
Mimi nilikuwa najua jamani Otero. Like unajua kwanza venye hapo anaponga mob. Yeye alikuwa gatu anaponga. Ako tu straight to the action. Akukia kama kunyonga.
Alafanya hivi juu na dunda.
Anakudunga hapa ume.
Muongo kana nonsense.
Kemoda mbaya.
Kemoda to gun.
So you see,
Eli niuma.
me nikiona Jason
Swipe.
Ukiona Jason Statham una swing.
swing. In fact,
Mbona ukupenda ile movie ilikuwa crack.
Kwani you don't like action movies?
No.
Why?
Just.
Okay. That's a personal choice.
Kulania kwa nini?
Kwa?
Stadium.
Watu walikuwa nakula
What movies are you using?
Which movie is this? Crank?
Ilikuwa inaitwa Crank kwa live unaijua. Kama unaijua ndani hapa kwa comment section is kai mwende.
Yeah, please tell
Somebody
us.
just Google it.
Please tell us. Yeah.
walikuwa wanadishia kwa stadium. That's the only part you remember.
For sure ni Jason Statham.
Si ndio? Ilikuwa inaitwa Crank, si ndio?
Jason Statham.
Ebu gili.
Naona
It's for which
dishia
year?
mbaya.
2000
Mwaka gani?
It's 2000.
Kama nyinyi hamkuaga na DH.
And yeah, kitambo, before he was even like a popular
Hizi ni zile
action.
movie DH kwa ulikuwa high school. Ikishapita 11 watu wameenda kudoze, zindo tuko tunaona sisi. Za wenye chetu. Za ndani kwa ndani watu wa beekeepers. Hii ni ya beekeepers.
Deep state.
Esi beekeeper wezi menya.
2006 ni kitambo.
Animating.
No one was even fucking with Jason Statham like that in 2006.
Niggas were watching Crank. He taught us a lot, bro.
I just like that guy.
He cracked it up.
Like, you know
1
what?
minute,
Can you
man.
imagine a movie with Jason Statham
Yeah.
and Kelly Rowland? That's like what? That's what you call. That one would definitely win. You know, there's the Oscars, and then the other one is called the Razzies.
Or the worst movies ever. Yeah.
Worst actors.
It's called
Yeah,
Razzies,
that's a very odd combination.
That's what I was about to say.
Did you see Kelly Rowland in this new movie called?
Check him simple spoilers.
No. Let me tell you.
Spoilers.
Even before I knew it was a Tyler Perry movie, it popped up on my Netflix. I saw the preview. I was like, this is a Tyler Perry
I was
movie.
about to skip it.
I was like, no.
Sis, I was about to.
Y'all don't
Yeah,
like
skipped
Tyler
it.
Perry?
No,
Let me tell you. Let me remember the reason I watched.
Even
it.
from the trailer.
I can't
I was like,
remember.
no.
I don't watch trailers. I try not to watch trailers.
Me have to watch it.
Why?
Otherwise,
Nowadays,
una waste your time.
See, you know what I realized? The people who edit the trailers
Yes.
and the person who edits the movie.
Yeah,
Those are two
different.
different
Yeah, it's
people.
true. It's true.
One of them can win the other. You understand what I mean? I don't want to be sold by the trailer
Right,
guy.
right.
I'd rather give the editor of the movie a chance.
You give him a chance.
So, cause trailers can be bomb.com. Hey, lakini Kelly Rowland, we wacha imbe. Let her sing.
You don't have the same opinion.
I don't have the same opinion.
You liked it?
The movie?
Yeah.
No, I didn't like the movie.
Oh, okay.
I found
Did
the
you
movie
like her?
cliche. No, I mean, I just find her
Bro,
fine.
there's a
Yeah, she's very
just find
attractive.
It's fine. That's what we know.
She's fine as hell.
Nilikuwa tu ndugu yangu
Una drill.
nipendeze.
Imagine, honestly, I feel like even that's what the director was doing.
I swear.
I don't think he was
Walinifurahi.
listening
Kwanza
to
kuna mahali
their
walikuwa kwa
words.
paint wako
She's
chini.
very
Wewe
good.
spoilers.
Usiwatch, bro.
Ni kama kwa
Na Kiswahili paintings zao boys zilikuwa chini.
Nyinyi tuko dunia tofauti.
Hiyo painting
Mimi na
yao
Tyler Perry
wakiwa
tuko tu
chini.
sawa. Mimi sinaishi na
ilikuwa
Tyler
juu.
Perry. Ndio tu post Tyler Perry.
Unaona Tyler Perry?
There's actually there's a Nigerian guy who did an entire rant on TikTok talking about how Tyler Perry needs to stop pretending he's Hollywood, he is Nollywood. The way he writes scripts, his characters.
High school mlikuwa mnaonyesha sijui movies za Crank. Mnaonyesha Nigeria.
No.
Afro cinema continues shortly.
So mimi nikuja kupata na Afro cinema, I was excited.
Ngoto
Boys High School.
Ngoto Boys kuna Nigerian
kuna
movies.
Prince manzi alituletea.
Hebu reverse kwanza. Shule ilikuwa inaitwaje?
Rewind selector. Come again, please. Ati inaitwa?
So what teachers just walking down the road. I'm kwa na kipara, you're dead. Hey. Kupata zile za hivi teacher anakuja napata haujafanya
Geography teacher who used to pick out ngotos all the time.
Guy. Oh yeah. Was it in Western?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's in the Eastern.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we're very good at mathematics.
utakosaje kwa sababu hapa kuna mwalimu
anakungojea to get it wrong, you see.
Yo. Hey, okay.
This guy, and I told you this guy, the white version, sober version of Johnny English.
Ule dogi.
Chana ujama anakulanga karibu kila nini madhe kwa movie yake.
Guy.
Are you talking about
James Bond?
Yes. I was just like, nasi wa madhe ni madem.
Umesema madhe, I'm like the fuck?
Niko hata mimi kwa ngoja ningale mawili.
Me now in my head I'm just like there's an action guy, he's just like yo
ni kama ninaanza kila mtu kwa movie ni madhe.
You save yourself. Madhe is that you?
Madhe.
All I want is a madhe.
Although that sounds like a
for the night.
That sounds like a dope storyline. That sounds like a dope storyline for
manoma.
Juu karibu niseme kama unapenda mamadhe.
Madhe for the night.
Sema kama unapenda mamadhe basi siwe ni sugar baby. Speaking of, I see how I introduced that topic.
Let's take it.
Joyce, before you get to sugar babies, we gotta hear some stories, right?
Okay.
So keep it short.
Keep it short. Crazy stories of the
Crazy
week.
stories. What did you see?
What did I see? I have seen so many things. Oh no, mine is a bit. It's not a funny
ready.
story. Okay, so this guy found out that his son of 11 years is not biologically his, and he confronted the woman about it. And instead of like coming clean, she just kept asking, "Why do you do a DNA test? Why would you do a DNA test?" So he told him, "Get out." So he told her and the kid to get out.
Yo,
Yeah.
I saw a guy giving a spoken word about this. Although I don't know, spoken words you get on the nerves. And then the one day relax.
Unajua kama hiyo siku
Sasa zingine naweza boma ze.
nilimpata base.
Lazima wako wamevaa ma rings, wamefungwa shati hadi hapa, wako na chain.
Forget that one for 11 years.
Okay.
Did you see that father who was like, I think he's in his 60s or something? They had gone, one of his brothers, a sibling in his 60s as well, needed, I think, a kidney transplant.
Yeah.
So he called all his kids, right? Like everybody in the family.
Yeah,
come.
obviously you start
We'll
with
do
family first. Yeah.
Compatibility, whatever. And in the process, he found out all his 3 kids are not his.
Guy.
As in, and they're not actually from the same father. Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding.
And he was still married up until this point.
Yo, Shore is dead, man. So the guy's in the car.
He can't even
I just
confront
found
her.
out that
Nakambia watu.
yeah, he's just like none of them, man.
He's going to die. He might as well tell someone.
Look, you are like
Kitu ya kwanza kufikiria ni suicide, alifikiria kuambia watu.
no, but think about it. You're in your 60s, right?
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time left.
To start again. Labda ma siblings ma nini
Unajua sasa wale watakuwa wanazaliwa alafu tunafanya DNA hapo.
I asked this question.
No, for real though.
Alafu wanakaa kama wewe.
Siwezi kaa 60 years.
But would you do like with your now kwanza uko na mshore?
Mimi na
Umeenda
jambo
nini?
itakuwa shwaba.
Msupa.
Atatoka na ndevu, asipokuwa na ndevu. They played me. Where's the mustache?
But no, on the real, would you ask your shore? like as your, because I asked guys on air if Gava came up with like, because I mean it's becoming such a nuisance. I think babes are, I think big girls,
Hey, women,
girls,
Fia, women.
you know what I mean? Like, women. Anyway, so I think the future, you have a lot of people who are they're you know, because like you imagine you're finding out like in your 40s that your mom cheated and you're just like shit, and you know you start wanting to look for your father, blah blah blah. So Gava say, you know, scrap that, right? On the birth certificate, we have to have the biological parents, right? Their names have to be there. They don't need, I mean, you can choose who will raise the kid, but the name of the biologicals need to be there, right? So that for even health purposes, if this kid wants to know their family lineage, whatever. So Gava comes to that conclusion, right? Says, as you live in the Hosi, DNA lazima ifanywe.
Yeah.
Are you supporting the Gava on this mission, or are you saying, no, it's better we just, what you don't know doesn't hurt you?
Mi niko na Gava mbaya. That would be the first thing the government has done that has impressed me in a long time.
Wow. It's a very honest opinion.
Would you support them?
Mi sijui. Mi wacha tu ni dedi na huyo mtoto tu.
Guy.
Mi wacha nisijue.
Yeah.
Mi sitaki kujua.
Hey, bro.
I mean, I'm with the government, but...
Bro, kasi wangu nitamjua.
Aje.
Kia tu naturally.
Guy.
Kana pita tu unatoa kitu kana katusi kama.
What is the point?
And that's how people go to get DNA tests.
Okay, swear.
So eventually you'll end up hapa pale unatoka.
Hata sitaenda hiyo DNA. Mimi nakushonda kaangalia tu hivi. Wacha kafike 9 months. Ndio mapua.
Wait.
Umesema ile ngoma kikuya kaka na fani kana tasijui.
Ati what? This kid doesn't look like me?
There's a Kikuyu song about a whole child mwenye anaka wase different wenye musician mabeste zake lakini bibi yake amekuwa ho around na wa jamaa. So anasema katoto mapui na kasijui nani anauzanga nini. Go look for the song. Nitango kanafani.
We?
Ni story yako.
So I knew you think but you know what? That people, Kenyans wouldn't say yes.
Okay.
Like I feel
Kenyans would say yes
because it's such a rampant. Guys, remember there was a scandal, UG.
Even in
remember
UG, even
where
in UG.
They started finding out that a lot of these
they're raising kids that are not
like
theirs.
Everybody just woke up and wanted to start doing DNA tests. Paka Gava said stop it.
Wasn't there like a home kit? Sikulikuwa na home kit ya DNA test
that can't be real. That's not real.
It disappeared.
It's not real. It's not. It can't be complete. You need a DNA test. Is expensive. You need to go get your sample.
Man, I see chips. You need 20,000, 30,000.
Yeah, easy.
And
which is weird because that one should be expensive. Tunishida unaenda kujitafutia.
This is Africa, please. This is Africa, my friend. Tunishida unaenda kujitafutia.
This guy is thinking. It's wow.
It's wild.
I can't wait to hear your story. Hey, what's your story?
Nilipata nayo TikTok though. So this guy ako 16 years old. Amekufia shori. Alafu ushori ex-boyfriend wake alikuanga goon na pia he has some bodies on him. So ameua watu kada ni jangili tu. So this guy was so in love with this guy. Like ile nye publicly alikuwa hadi home.
Alikuwa amedeclare.
Hadi alikuwa ameshambia hadi mokoro wake.
Ala. Naleta udem.
Nilishapata.
Hala.
Unanipata? Mwanze kunitafutia kakitu juu hapa tunaekelea. Kidogo umdem chali yake ule ex akaanza kumtafuta. And then akarealize umdem akona some other guy akamwambia. So I think it was just a toxic relationship. So this girl alikuwa so much drawn into the other guy in the street life. So alikuwa like, okay, mimi nataka kurudia for sure. So this guy's like, the only way tunarudiana, we have to kill this other guy. So you have to arrange umlete mali.
Oh my God.
Mali mimi niko. So I think it happened in London. So dem ali deliver the boy, alimwambia to meet flani place, akachukua train akaenda huko na anaenda ku meet dem akam drive into a dark alley hivi. Nini majamaa akatokea like a gang, boy was stabbed to death. The last thing alisema kidedi ilikuwa tu mom I don't wanna die. Alafu boy kakadedi akiwa 16 manzejo like sa osevenyo alifollow up your story, watu walienda wakahakingia account yake boy mabeste zake sasa. Alafu akaanza ngadi kuile ni kama nitasema nini wana cyberbully huyo mdem. Wanaambia you did this, we know it was you. And then the government kaanza kuinvestigate. CCTV footage zinaonyesha mdem akitoka kwa hiyo dark alley.
Jesus Christ.
Akiwa mbeba jako iko na damu na akiwa na ule manzo wake. So weirdly all the other niggas wameshikwa for life, but this guy who committed the murder alirelease after 13 years for nitangwaje good behavior.
And the girl
I don't know what happened to the girl. I don't know if she was arrested.
She's an accomplice. She should be arrested.
I think she was, but I don't know about that part of the story. So ilikuwa too crazy. That boy died for love.
Oh yeah, literally.
Karomeo.
Literally.
Kalinyongwa koromeo.
Why
No, that's
are
scary.
you cracking jokes then? We're trying to be serious.
This guy has dark humor.
Guy.
Bruh, okay.
That's so sad.
for you. That's a crazy
How
story.
many guys will actually say they'll die for you and actually die for you? Tell us in the comments.
would you
Because
do that?
there's
I
no
want
one.
to die for you.
There's no one.
I would die for
There's
you.
no one.
You guys don't have a song where you sang for somebody.
That's a song. I mean a song in a podcast. Yeah. We're not discussing songs today.
So ni mistari
We
tu.
bring you guys flowers.
Ni mistari
Don't we?
tu.
We do bring you guys
Yes,
flowers.
you
The
do,
flowers
you do.
died. Does that mean our love has died?
No.
Exactly my point.
Winning smart.
Yeah. Come on
Genius.
now.
Me, I'm saying the guys who
I
actually
see
say
the
they'll die
genius.
for you will
They are
actually die for you.
lying.
Exactly.
Can you
They
die
are
for
liars.
someone?
Of course not. Because I would not say it. I would never say I will die for anyone. Even
Compose
my own
that
mother.
idea.
Okay, maybe my mother will
Listen to me. You
consider.
better listen to me.
My only issue is you saying it and not doing it.
Yeah.
Afadhali usiseme. Useme tu nakupenda na roho yangu yote. Sema tu hivyo.
No, you have to
Sema tu
know
hivyo.
context. You have to understand
Mimi
context.
usiniambie I will die for you. I want you to
Tamu ni
die.
mzuri. All right? Sweet nothings are very...
Lie
Sweet nothings.
Lie about other things, not life or death.
And
Leave life or death out of the equation, please.
Can I lie
Nairobi, you
about
can't die
Nakutia
for
though?
anybody.
Yes, hiyo unaweza lie. Hiyo unaweza lie.
Wagwan people, this is Tukukantu from Vijana BaruBaru. Watch Boxpod, subscribe. Tuko na story moto hapa ndani wewe. Wow.
What's your story?
Same TikTok video. So
Uh-huh.
apparently there's a guy. Babake alipretend alianzisha biashara maju. Kumbe ameenda tu tuseme nyinyi mnaishi Nairobi, ameenda tu kuishi Mombasa. So anaendanga anakaa nyinyi mnadhani yako maju yako Mombasa.
He had another family.
We don't know.
Of course, he had another family.
He has what is he
What
doing
do
in
you think? I would
Mombasa?
just leave his family here and come
I
visit
can
them
go to
regularly.
Mombasa.
Ameenda Mombasa
Ati he just
He's
needs some
coming to see the
space.
beach.
Kuingia kwa beach.
Beach, please.
That is not all. This guy, babake pia pretended to die. So
Excuse?
he didn't really grow up with his father that much because he had a business abroad. Yes, technically business abroad. So after he died, when they went to bury him, he had a lot of things going on in his life, so he just buried whatever body was there. Alafu siku moja anti yao anawatumia picha kwa family group. Anapata abudake kwa train.
Excuse me?
Alishamzika.
Listen, let me tell you something, Daddy. If you don't want to be a part of us, wacha kumekiki tu ikwe long team.
Enda tu.
Enda.
Just
Wacha-
go.
Endea sukari na
Wacha
usirudi.
kutupatia.
Enda maziwa na usirudi.
I'm going na
Don't
come.
come back.
You know me know people who ati their dad told them naenda kwa duka na come.
Hatuko hapa
Aki,
kwa hii
for real.
podcast.
Ndio yako moja.
Usiamshe trauma.
You can't make jokes about such things. Are you serious?
Nani?
You're being serious?
Wangu. Wangu
Jesus.
hata I think alisema, kidogo tuache niangalie kama bili imelipwa.
Na come.
What?
I've never seen my dad. I don't know my dad. Nothing. Zero.
Is this why he's this funny? It's trauma. It's trauma.
It's
This is why you're funny. I knew it.
There's no funny person.
Who doesn't have trauma?
It comes from joy. Which
Yeah, it
joy?
doesn't. It
Actually,
doesn't.
beautiful things come from darkness.
Yeah.
Hey.
Eh?
Thanks.
Lyricists. Tuko na lyricists hapa.
Nipatia twing. Lakini najua few kama wewe. Usitense hebu jiangalie. Sahi I'm sure anasema unajua.
Ajui, mimi nakushow hata ajui.
I'm sure
Unajua shida,
anajua.
watu wengi wanafikirianga ati ukifanya mtu mabaya ati pale mbele kuna karma.
This is not a Nigerian
This is not a
movie.
Nigerian movie. Sometimes he's happy.
Hapana.
Wacha nikwambie.
Sometimes he has kids who are doing so
Very well.
You
Yani,
made
he
peace.
doesn't even remember.
You
He
made
doesn't
peace.
even want to.
Want to.
Anasema labda ni mlevi, labda kwa huko ananifikirianga na
Wapi?
dedi. Labda anakagiricha anasema hata ndio maana akanilia.
Haka hata ni vizuri nilikata.
Haka ni vizuri nilitoka.
Stress ona
Guy.
mtu
Wacha
kanafanya.
nikwambie wanashoingi hapa huko successful. Wewe nikwambie what show up.
Asithubutu.
Trust me.
Asithubutu.
Anaanza kusikia
Kuna Diamond Platnumz.
So you see what happened?
Kanaweza go down.
Guy,
Yo, man.
are you okay?
No, I'm not.
Do you need
Who's okay?
therapy?
Are you okay?
Do you need therapy?
But I lose
I'm
my
not okay.
gangsterness.
Oh my God.
Unachokienda therapy unapoteza gangster points.
Nani alikuambia hivyo?
I'm joking.
Tunarudi hapo.
I'm joking.
We shall circle back to this. I'm worried.
Bro. You know me, I'm loving the jokes because we're learning a lot from you.
Okay.
So, even let me ask you guys are stars, you're celebs, nini. If are you guys okay with we give you a motif with strobe lights? Unajua the way Wahesh VIP in Africa, this is an African syndrome. Maybe not all African countries. I'd love to know, is there an African country where your VIPs, they just roll around in traffic like normal people?
It's a very good question. Let us know.
Because I don't think it happens. All the African countries have been, maybe South Africa.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I've seen it's less there.
Yeah.
Less.
Yeah.
But Abeg.
Africa.
Nigeria, I've even been on the wrong side of the road. I've told you, with a convoy of like 50 cars, we are is oncoming traffic. And the cops are there shouting, well, get out of the car. And the cop is even now getting mad at you. You know the way it is. I mean, you guys know what time it is, right? It's like Kenya. Yeah. So would you guys want a car with the strobe lights?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a car with strobe lights, but sasa hiyo mambo ya kwenda around. Kushtua tu watu.
Really?
Okay, there's something funny we do. So,
Toboa
hizi masimu fulani bigi hizi za walkie-talkie. See, it's not a walkie-talkie.
Sony Ericsson.
So and it works all the time.
What do you mean?
Ukiwa traffic.
Unaishikilia.
Usikilie. Unateremsha kio kidogo na unaifanya tu hivi. Ujamaa kwa hapa. Anasimama unapita hivi. What you mean? Lakini ina kopia na gari yenye akiona hivi na
basi enda na vita ati alafu fanya hivi
ufanye makosa uko na Subaru ya Mambaru
na kuna kale kajalia in my cops. Bas, you know there's that kakop jalia.
It's interesting. Like people think
that has one too.
So umesema Subaru walkie-talkie bas.
Yeah. Brown jacket. Yeah, it's a target. Yeah, target. Yeah, so too late. At least you have that walkie-talkie. Because cops, that thing has been banned now afresh. Afresh now. They're saying, you see, remember they keep banning them, every time they're like, no, now we are no longer, you can't put strobe lights in your car. You can't do it anymore. But now they've gone the extra mile and said, if your driver is busted, yeye ndio anashikwa. So the driver will be arrested.
Guy, and you the one who's told your driver to nini?
Aye.
Scot free.
There's no rule like that. Ati nilimwambia.
Guy.
Ati huyu ndo aliniambia niibe. Huyu ndo aliniambia ni overlap. There's nothing like that. In the court of law, ulikuwa unafanya ukifikiria nini? Yeah, so
is this after the whole Karenyamu thing?
Mdogo ndo anaumizwa.
Did you see?
Was it after the whole there was an issue about Karenyamu?
She was on the
wrong side of the road. Yeah.
Now with the
and she was the one recording the privileges of being
guy.
For sure.
For sure.
That is just
but if you have the opportunity to be a Mheshu, okay, another question. Before we start our topic.
Yeah.
So we haven't started. If you
still banter.
If you have like you grew up in this family, you guys just have everything, and then you find out your dad was just a murderer and he was stealing money from people, and all this is just blood money.
Am I gonna give it up? Absolutely not.
Okay,
I'm gonna be honest. Sorry,
that was what I was
I'm sorry.
Ask.
Yeah, are you gonna give up the money because it's blood money?
And you know that like there's actually even families like he killed that one's dad and that one's mom and took their property. Shamba kwanza ilikuanga part of theirs, like because that's what land grabbing is. It's grabbed from other people.
I'd probably go super low key, like go somewhere where I can live a nice, healthy, rich life without everyone knowing my business.
Why are you trying to be low key? If you're gonna eat this money with,
because I'm gonna feel bad. No, I'm not saying I won't feel bad. I will, but I'm not gonna give up the money. I'll go feel bad in like Loresho. Panama. You know, these my countries. Not even Loresho. I'd go to like Panama. These my countries for extradition. I'd go there because then no one will know me or know my stories.
It's so crazy. I asked them about in another episode about this. I told them about this airplane that crashed with these footballers, and they were stuck on a mountain, and they had to eat
each other. For survival.
Walegula?
No, like cannibalism, because you're up there for like months on end with no food.
Technically, it's not cannibalism because it's dead bodies.
Still.
They are hunting and gathering.
Still.
Actually, not even hunting.
They're not hunting, they're gathering.
Did any one of them survive?
Yeah.
Very few.
And they came out of the mountain.
Yeah.
And they'd been eaten Waligula for like over 2 months.
As you know, beshte yako adae mkiwa in a car crash, and then you're like, no, I won't eat because, that's my best friend. And then 30 days later, you haven't eaten. What are you going to do?
No, itambui.
Yeah.
You can, maximum you can go 10 days. After that, now you gotta eat.
You gotta. Honestly, even your body is telling you to eat.
Sikuwa mwangini mtamu.
Na unajua hawezi kwa tunakula magoti. Ni haga.
Guys, stop it.
It has to be the juicy parts. Na unajua machali kwanza wanasemanga ile scrotum inakuanga for men, si ndio? Hiyo siwezi kula. Even in kuku, gizzard. Si gizzard ni scrotum. Giza du konga nini ya kwa kuku?
Sijui.
Giza de
So
kwangi
much for
scrotum.
being straight, huh?
It's not the balls.
Hey, kwangi balls. Kuku is kwangi na balls.
But it's gonna cook.
Moving on.
No, you haven't answered. Would you keep the money? Knowing that your father is a murderer and a killer and has grabbed land, would you keep the
It's a
money?
very good question. Not all of it.
What did you do with some of it?
I just take enough for capital.
For a
To
business.
start
That's $1 billion business.
Just take 1 billion to start $1 billion business.
That's it.
And then the other billion,
Zingine,
upatiane.
nasema guys, huyu mbaba na pesa zake.
10 billion is too much.
Inheritance yangu sawa, lakini hizi zake na za bibi yake. Saki. Thanks.
Would you keep the money?
I wouldn't. Okay. Depends amechukua from akina nani.
Aha.
Na how deep it goes.
Aha.
Stop it.
Because kama ni watu wangu like for real amechukua watu wenye I really care about. Inaweza
Who do you
niuma.
care about more than
My
money?
family. Like
They are inside there.
not relatives.
To the inside
My family,
there.
my friends. Unajua
Yeah.
kuna
Your peeps.
relatives na kuna family.
So your father is the president, alafu amekula tuseme NHIF fund yote.
Sasa unanipata alafu mama ya best friend yangu akufe na cancer kwa sababu NHIF yao unanipata. Siwezi live with myself.
Si lakini unazunulia wase mzinga. That's what happens in this
I
country.
don't think inaweza ishi.
Watu wenye
Mimi naweza
ununulia watu
dedi, naweza
mzinga kwa
nimaliza
club.
kuongea ukweli.
Na wanatumia watu nyama hivi na kutip. Si hizo
think-
ndio hizo blood money.
But unajua pia ina depend pia venye umegrow. Mimi unajua mimi sikwangi money oriented hivyo pia. Mimi mimi nikamtuka emotional mbaya.
Nasikia
Naweza
venye
kuwa na hiyo
Joyce
do alafu ni dead. Yani emotionally.
Yeah.
Can kill you inside.
Mbaya.
At least you're honest.
Siwezi sikia poa.
Na hii economy.
And you?
Unasikia fiti.
Siwezi sikia poa.
Would you keep the money?
Back?
You didn't give it back. You'd
Wouldn't
keep
give
it.
back,
Ah,
but
okay.
I'll make sure you all are taken care of if I know you.
Aha.
Because I won't like do the work of going and trying to find out who he stole from. But if I learn that he stole from somebody, I'll do my best to make you even.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
right,
why
right,
people
right,
do
right.
their
Okay.
best not to learn. What you see, what you don't see.
Ati alikuibia nini? Sema tena.
Hata kabla amalize kuongea, shika hii. I'm not giving you anything.
Interesting.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Moving on swiftly. At least we've given honest answers. I'm hoping
Yeah,
they're
I love
honest
it.
answers.
Right, we're talking about sugar babies.
Yes.
In a world where guys are finding it tough, say kuna demu umeona, lakini kuna sponyo amemuona.
Na
Like
sponyo
today, someone was
akona
telling me
pesa.
about Erica. No, not Erica. What's her name? Nikita Kering.
Aha. Ati na na na.
Yeah, that's how I save things in my head.
Wow.
So Nikita Kering, see, she just turned 22.
Yeah.
23?
2.
2.
Yeah, wacha kumuzia
22.
miaka.
Aha.
Okay.
So
You are the niggas who are waiting for her to become legal. Ndio maana
everybody.
mnajua age.
Oh, yeah.
Ni sawa.
This is true.
apparently
It's
it's
okay.
everybody.
Literally.
It's
So,
okay.
My co-host told me that guys were out here just like, woo,
Counting the years, yeah.
she is now legal.
Yeah.
As long
in
as they
all the
waited,
parts of the
they
world.
are nice niggas. As long as they waited, my nigga, you are what you're looking for. Wait. As long as it's legal, strike.
Let me ask you, okay, you guys, let's imagine you're in your 40s or your 50s, right? What is the youngest age unaweza muona nayo na useme, ai bro?
Illegal.
Illegal
Hiyo
age.
namshika nampeleka ndani. As
Yeah.
long as it's legal,
As long as if 18.
an ID.
Yeah.
Ndugu yangu
18.
furahia. So
50.
pendana.
Yeah.
And it's not against the
law.
Yeah.
It's not doing something
Illegal.
bad. Ukiamua umependana na mtoto wako wa 19 uko 59.
Jibambe.
You're happy.
Yeah.
Guy.
I'm happy for you, my nigga.
I mean, there's no judgment. Like, there's no,
Same.
yeah?
As long as they're legal.
Yeah.
Men are so
You know, as men, we
simple-minded.
find that weird, right?
It's so
Like,
weird.
We find it weird until I find a Sponyo who's like 70. Then
Get my point?
No, but that's different.
Yeah,
When you're
'cause I'm like,
18,
yeah.
How
yeah.
is that different?
It's different because when you're
if it's your
18,
sister, if it's your sister,
exactly. If
Sasa
it's your
unaona umeanza
sister,
kuingiza hisi. Hii ni kwa biashara. Wapo umenipoteza kidogo. Umeniambia nikipatana na ndugu yangu
it's war. Wacha hata mzee. Hata mtu najua it's right for her, but
it will be still because I know you.
because they're illegal,
You know?
yeah.
or because
But
it's your
someone
sister.
else's sister, you don't care.
Ah,
No,
okay,
I
so
care
okay.
about my friends.
And his happiness, whatever makes him happy.
Yeah. I feel like so because I worry. I feel like if because that's what's happened. We've normalized it. Like we've normalized it so much that right now, like somebody who's in their 40s, 50s, as soon as like, okay, no, actually no. Once someone gets a bit of money, they're going to look for the youngest babe they can get.
Yeah.
Right? The youngest. And that's the price, right? So get money, Nini. So this young boy looks at this girl and says, you're just a langa.
Guy.
Langa ni kumaanisha?
Prostitute.
Oh, asante.
Whore. The generational differences, they are quite high. The generational...
Yes, prostitutes.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Harlot. So it's like he has no respect for her because he has no access to her because her market now, like even the young campus girl who wants to date her own age mate, her friends are all dating. One has found somebody, a 40-year-old guy who's taking care of her nicely.
Yeah.
Surely. She's not, none of those friends are going to date. They're only going to date the young guy because I want an opportunity I could date an older guy. As in, isn't that like, there's nothing like be your brother's keeper?
I mean...
All is fair in love and war.
Eh?
This game is rigged.
Wow.
May the best man win.
May the best man win.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Maisha
accept your
babako.
situation.
How would you mentor a young, like if you're mentoring a young boy, like in high school, what would you tell them about girls?
Focus on your life.
Focus on yourself.
Focus on yourself. Build your value. Have money. Then now start talking to girls.
Really? So a 25-year-old boy should be dating a babe who's how old?
Okay.
Let me tell you,
In an ideal
you are
world,
17, you can date who you wanna date. Dating ni mambo yetu. But acha nikwambie utarushwa demu yako. Kama una pesa utarushwa demu yako.
Utajiumiza
Like hiyo ni kitu
bure.
unajua sisi uzuri yetu. Sisi tumepitia the entire transition. From niggas who didn't have a coin to niggas who have money.
Yeah.
So when I tell you utarushwa demu, nijua nimerushwa. Nikikwambia demu yako kama una do na unaendea mtu fungu kwa gari na nakwambia nichukulie mzinga hapo na nakwambia nipe hiyo jako utarushwa demu.
You are the water boy,
When
literally.
water boy bro utakulwa demu.
Japo na gari.
Enda ujitume bro, enda ujitume tu. Come back na pake. Come back na pake, si ndio? Keep your heart open, fall in love with who you wanna, but jua kama una do ni risky business.
But let me ask you this. I mean, this is the advice
this is
you're
your
giving guys.
experience?
I feel
Wallahi,
like
mia kwa mia.
I feel like
I don't think we're giving advice. I think we're stating what...
Wagwan people, I go by the name one our boy, representing Vijana BaruBaru. Listen, subscribe hapa kwa YouTube channel ya Boxpod. Tulikamuku tuko na riba. Cheki out.
You're saying this has been your actual experience. Both of you have gone through the whole thing of ka una pesa unarushwa dem. Every single time.
Mbaya.
Hey bro, hata mde mwenye atakutoka tu.
Atakwambia ama utaona tu iki happen.
Energy yake uchange tu around.
Guy.
Energy ya demu uchange around.
Change.
Mbaya.
Njona kakitu.
how?
Yeah. 100%.
How do you start noticing these
Wacha
things?
nikwambie, human beings tunakuwaga tuna disadvantage moja. As much as we are intellectual beings, body language yetu
Yeah, it's very loud.
shout crazy. If you're uncomfortable, you're uncomfortable.
Yeah, there's no
If
hiding
you're
it.
feeling, you're feeling.
Yeah.
We'll see it tenusi huko tuko, ndugu yangu, wewe si ni wangu, mbona unatumia maneno kama hayo kwa ndugu yangu hapa kando?
Ala?
You'll feel it, utaiona. So mimi nakushauri 100%. Hata mimi nimeona hata na mademo wa mabeste zangu.
But I think this is a whole societal issue.
Yeah.
Why? Because society is the one that has placed prominence to somebody who has money.
Yeah.
See, it's not only babes who act shifty when there's a man, but somebody with money.
You should see how niggas act around niggas that
True.
have
That's what I'm
money.
saying. So if even the guys are behaving like that, like there's a
How do you
video
expect the girls to
there's
behave?
a video so where
Hatujaja hata.
Ricky G was running and like the bodyguards as well or some guys and then he tripped and fell. Guess what the bodyguards did? Guess what all the people who were running with him did? They tripped, fell as well.
You're lying.
I'll show you the video.
Stop joking.
You've seen the video, right?
No, I haven't.
And I was like, look at niggas, look. And these are
What? You know, there's even this
as in he
lady.
tripped and fell, and then they were like, oh.
Wow.
I'm just saying, who ni baba mtu?
There's even a lady, I think she's Zimbabwean or Zambian, and she's always giving like weird stories about like their presidents. There's one she said that there's a president who was like supposed to be playing a match with I think one of a famous footballer or like a well-known footballer in their country, and the footballer scored against the president. He arrested him for crimes against the government. I'm like,
See, you're supposed to be smart enough
to know he's the president. You can't win.
So if guys behave like that around babes, I mean around people with money,
exactly.
I think the issue here is not women or men.
No,
it's the money. The issue here is a society that is worshipping money.
That's glorified money.
Here's the thing.
Guys,
you think that girl that you're saying, Ati, she acts shifty around money. If that girl was dating, say, a guy who's broke, and then she goes and tells him, she comes home one day, and the folks that know you, my daughter is dating this young gentleman, and then tomorrow she comes with a guy who's driving, and he's polite. Do you know the family won't even remember your name?
Of course.
Right? Why? Because everybody wants their daughter to be taken care of. Why I put it in air brackets is because, let's be real, that's not really what families want. They want money.
Kipara bila pesa ni kidonda. Listen, uliona kitu Male alifanyia kijana wenyewe.
We just talked about it. But
we
also
all know, but just think about it. But the guy is saying it's not staged.
It's not staged. She apologized.
She apologized.
She apologized to him.
It was not staged. Just hata jana niliona nikapata saa adike anatoke Canaan ama nitaona nani boy.
I don't know. I saw this
dream mabeshte wako.
Tujui mabeshte wako. Sikia umse.
What's all the violence about?
Okay, I just about
but I feel like it's a
boy live.
Oh yeah, that's true. Alimpatia pesa or something,
alimpatia do.
Alimpatia do na dem.
Less than a year.
Okay,
so dem alikuwa justified because after nilisikia wamedate less than 1 alikuwa manze sugulia wa Male. Unajua there are so many nice niggas. You'll meet nice niggas every day. Are they your Male?
Then wow.
So you see this guy, what I'm hearing is a musician. I was talking about this stuff in the other episode.
Yeah, true.
I asked, why? As in, unaweza fanya show without sugweng babes.
Yeah.
Hey, unaweza.
Inaweza shika. Mbona lazima uwasugue? Hiyo si nilisali umekosa content.
Not really.
Because I saw Rotimi.
Sex really sells.
Listen to me. Rotimi is there, right? He's just released some new music. I mean, his music is popping all over Africa. He's got a wife who's just got kids, Vanessa, who's also an artist. And then what does he decide to do? He's going to she's a former artist. She quit music.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Did she say I quit music?
Yeah.
Did she say now I swear?
Yeah.
You can have this
for real.
Now I don't need
No, for real. She said she quit.
No, because people say a lot of shit.
No, she said she quit.
Do you know how many times Jay-Z has told us it was a final album before it was a final album?
It was for religious reasons. Okay. She said there are a lot of demons in the industry.
For real. That must be Terror's influence.
The sister.
Yeah. You remember the sister just quit TV
but they've all been like religious for like a while.
Do you guys remember a babe called Namtero?
I don't think so.
The sister went
the older one. The hot babe.
Yeah. She was very hot.
Mimi is the younger one. Unajua tu age mates. We're talking about the older ones.
The older one. Ule mwenye alikuwa gamkavi.
Alikuwa kwa TV. Nyinyi mlikuwa na TV? I'm sure Afro Cinema na DJ Afro.
Continue. You were saying what about Rotimi?
Yeah. So Rotimi is on stage, man. Even him is with a 6-pack. He's ready to start entertaining babes, and he was grinding on like shorties, left and center. I'm like, that's somebody's husband,
right?
Like, look, Jay-Z will say, you can't do that with my babe, right? And so, like you say, Beyonce, ever since she wasn't with Jay-Z, she don't be doing like nasty
Nothing
things
at all, yeah.
You know, in her video. And she sold even much more, right? I feel like they should be, if you're single, it makes sense. You can say,
also she's been with Jay-Z her whole life.
But like, if you're married, like, you see, like Rotimi, I mean, not Rotimi, Timmy T Dad. I think Candy loves that shit.
Why do you keep bringing Timmy T Dad?
Timmy is the guy.
Why do you keep bringing Timmy into this? I don't think I've ever watched him perform.
Timmy cannot do it. Just go
I don't think I've ever watched him perform.
I mean, like, Timmy hawezi fanya show.
Bila papas.
Even when he started all his videos, just go on, open his Instagram right now. All his videos, it's either he's with Kendi and they're doing that, or he's doing that with other showrays. And she's an amazing babe.
Who's Kendi?
I think this is babe.
Your friend?
Oh, okay.
You think we know Kendi?
She's
We don't know Kendi.
She's an artist.
playing.
A Kenyan artist.
Yes, and I think they're
Simjui.
dating.
Kendi, like the mama mwenye ametoa the remix with the that one?
Yes.
Miss
See,
Simjui.
they usually
Wamefanya ile
She's
what
dating
banana,
Timmy.
what something banana.
that one. That song, yeah. So me, I think they're together because
Never heard
that.
they're only. I don't know.
Labda ni for-
Break the news, bwana.
Maybe it's for the gram.
It's because she's the only babe around him who he doesn't dagger too much. Yeah, so I'm assuming that's the girlfriend, and those are the ones are the video vixens, right?
We're gonna call them video
why
vixens.
must you do that? Like, do you ever feel the need to go on stage like let your hug up and nikuoneshe nikupe romantico?
But wanaimba romance. Hawezi anza kunini madem singing romance.
Unakaa kwa kiti
Kufanya
alafu
nini?
dem anakufanyia romantic call. Unajua
Ati romantic call.
right? Do you guys ever want that on stage?
Kuna wimbo hawezi fanya hivyo.
I think hatujaingia sexy era.
Bado.
But we're still young, we're babies.
Yeah.
We're still young.
Yeah.
They're still all about the love.
We're still all about
Hata kama
it.
wanasema lazima uko
I
na
wouldn't
kakitu.
say siwezi. I wouldn't say siwezi. I feel
It's-
like art is subjective.
Exactly.
There are days when I'll wake up and I'll feel like I want to express myself
Differently,
in that kind
yeah.
of way. And ndakuwa mnasti nikitaka.
Ala.
Me, I don't believe in limits. I believe just be the beautiful creative you are.
Wonderful.
But be respectful. If you're doing it with a dance on stage, let's be planned, let's be organized.
Yes.
Si kama ile ya team ile ya kwenda kufanyia fun.
Unainua mtu nguo.
Vitu, you know.
Aliinua mtu nguo.
Unakumbuka that time?
Christ.
The story like kitambo, the one that caused a lot of chaos.
I don't remember.
There's a story ya Timothy that ile kwa stage alinwanga mdem hadi.
Au.
It was a whole-
I mean, you need to see Timmy's videos. Like,
It was a
Clearly, I don't know what.
every day I'm just like, has this babe seen the other video?
Like as long as it's planned, it's
Yeah, yeah.
organized, it's a whole concert, it's a
And
show.
you're
Unaona kama venye
respectful.
Drake na Nicki walikuwa na doingi.
Eh,
Nicki
by the
anakuja
way.
na hiyo ni show.
Yeah.
Hiyo ilikuwa
That
showbiz.
show-
Hiyo ilikuwa
if it's
showbiz,
down,
eh.
if it's showbiz, and there are
Exactly.
people, you need
Yeah.
people talking. But now I'm standing here and I'm like, see, huyu msichana alikuwa amesimama hapa na sisi. Ako nafanya
Exactly.
kwa stage. Showing your panties being seen. Didn't prep for this for you. Like I remember there was one time there's a Jamaican artist. I think they came to Kenya, and there was this babe. And funny enough, I know her because she was a friend of somebody that I knew.
Is it those guys who are banned?
Somebody that I knew. You don't know that person anymore.
No, she doesn't
can
want to
always
know
let-
that person.
Are these the guys who are banned? The Jamaican guys who are banned from performing in Kenya?
I can't remember.
Because
but
it was scandalous.
this Shore,
RDX.
her
Let them have
panties
DX.
were
Yeah.
wild.
DX were wild.
She was so lit. I think it was at was it YDX?
Am I conscience?
She was so lit
Conscience
on
on the
stage,
shit.
and the bash was at Uhuru Gardens.
Kai, kai,
I think it was
kai, kai,
conscious.
kai, 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 kai,
Her panty was seen by the whole, and then like they have the screens there, so you can see the screen
Your whole-
because
your
her panty in 4K.
Ilikuwa pale.
Right?
I would never
And she
recover.
was lit, like, and oh my god, it was such a, and it was just a mess, right? So in my head, I'm like, okay, but didn't she? Those are Jamaicans.
I would probably
I'm
never
guessing even
recover.
at
I
the
wouldn't lie.
supermarket, that's what happens. Like,
Oh,
you're just
yeah,
like,
that's
can I have
Sean
a bend over, gathering, never stop, take your change, get out of here, sister, bamba clat.
Bombo clat.
Ay, rest in peace Peter Morgan. Acha naambia. Mimi napenda Jamaica.
Okay, umeingiza tu hiyo kitu.
Hapa na mmesema Jamaican intrusive thoughts. Mmesema Jamaican kafikiria Peter
Your intrusive
Morgan.
thoughts, they come out. You say them out loud. They don't just stay in your head.
Just
They
creative
come.
Peter
Okay,
Morgan.
fantastic.
Yeah. So,
But to may digress,
Yeah.
the whole moral of this story
Is-
was for you guys to tell us, since you have such a wonderful experience in the dating industry, how do you know a girl has who has a sugar daddy?
How
who's
do
a
you
sugar
know?
Yeah.
baby?
What are the signs that a girl has a sugar daddy?
Kama
Ukianza
what is-
kukatia
what is-
dem,
technically,
kukatia
what is a
dem.
sugar daddy?
Let's first
Okay,
define
let's
that.
start there. Okay, let's
the
start
brand
there.
of alcohol wanakuambiaga wanunulie.
Allah.
Wacha nishow.
Ehe.
Mde mwenye amezoea
Konyagi.
rika yetu. Anajua kuna vinywaji za rika yetu. Na wanaga mambo. Time uko na paki ufike bei. Wanasemanga thanks. Mambo poa. Time hakuna tunajuanga zile choche si ingia tunakunywa kenye si kunywa atuambiagi watu. But ukishapata msana anakuambia me I don't drink anything but Henny.
Allah.
Me I
Henny.
don't take anything but Jagermeister. Me bro uko tu hapo uko.
Jack Daniels.
Ndugu yangu, uko na hiyo pesa sasa nikikwambia lipia. Niseme mimi credit card yangu imeanguka. We lipia. utalipia, they never have the cash. They're always busy and they always want to come with a friend. It's always the friend.
Right.
Maybe she
friend never
just
looks
has
like
bad
them.
manners with expensive taste.
Yeah, right. Your taste a little happy.
Your father in the house.
And they
Your
never
father
know
used to
what
drink
to
Johnny
order.
Walker.
These people who like these things, their fathers are drinking kwanza the cheapest alcohol when driving
It's the one you practice with in the house. Like that was the one that was there. So ulikuwa tu unakunywa na Johnny Walker. Mashot. Now when you've gone out, because like how did you decide what was the first drink you're gonna have?
But I'm telling you, the girls who want men who are drinking Henny, their fathers are not drinking Hennessy. Pia wanakunywa beer or something they can afford. They always afford Hennessy. I'm telling you.
Afford Henny, anaga pressure ya Henny. Juu anaweza wai Henny. So kama Henny iko atakunywa Henny. Kama jiski na Henny atakunywa whatever, anaweza kuwa na choices.
So mwenye
wengine wa
I only drink Henny.
wale usitishe kitu wezi afford. Unajua venye nikikasirika niamke niende home.
Utadu?
Niseme tu wenyewe brother hapa kila mtu asondeke.
Yo! Has that ever happened? Like
Standards iko huku juu lakini hata unamuuliza kwa hiyo menu unataka kuoda nini hawajuangi.
lakini usiongee hivyo sana. Unajua pia machali wachanga mabili.
Kila siku. Unajua venye menu za
kwanza zao kubwa.
Are you going to tell us your story or no?
Okay. Fungua tu roho, tuambie nini ile happen. Msaidieni maji please.
Please.
Kitu iliniwa. Hey, wacha nikwambie.
Tell us.
Ningejam hata mimi niseme wacha nitoke.
Nikitoka hapa ni jam utadu.
Anyway, stance nililipwa.
What other signs are there that
Sugar baby
has a sugar baby? I mean a sugar daddy.
As in you see a babe like this, you say, "Hey, how are you?" There must be someone paying.
Tuseme tu ufike level ya kwenda kwake tu, just what are the telltale
What are
signs?
those things that make you think that this babe
Umse ameekwa.
Unachana klabu kila siku.
Hiyo si tu ni mtu anapenda sherehe.
Yeah, right. Na unanga job.
Mbona unapata?
So unafanya nini klabu? Nani ana fund hiyo lifestyle?
Okay.
1+1.
That's actually
equals 5.
You're on vacations in places you can't even mention.
Joyce, ametoka hotel inaitwaje? Jana?
Inaitwaje mami? Tuambie tu.
Billionaires Resort.
Unanipata? So
Nilikwambia ni juicy kwa na budget
zile
before.
resorts za town. Unajua you can be in a town. CBD.
Billionaires Resort. Buy and
It's a cafe. With rooms upstairs.
But nilikwambia ni juicy kwa na budget before because of boy child. Now I have money because it's all mine.
Huyu alikuanga sponyo.
Nilikuwa sugar mommy bila kujua.
Bila kujua.
Don't stress it. If you can do something for someone.
Wait, I'm curious. Ulikosaje kujua?
Si ati siku kwa ndi mapenzi my guy. Mapenzi.
Hii yetu ya Julai. Takatino tupatie tu.
Akisindio. Niko na stories.
Because your assumption is that babes are the ones
who are looking
always
for money.
Like, because she loves Nini, if she sees someone with money, she'll no. Joyce is here.
Me, I was the opposite.
No, babes.
Joyce, she sees money, she's like, leave me alone.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Babes with money.
Hey.
Mainly because they just want the money.
Yeah.
It's common. In fact, there was a story on TikTok. There was
Ruaka ndio base ya mashuga mami.
You're saying Ruaka.
Kai.
What do you mean?
Si Meja alisema. Ama nilihisi mambo yangu. Si Meja alisema kwa ndo vijana wa mama.
Wanawekwa. Yeah, but they have had that before. That's true.
So if a guy tells me he lives in Ruaka one time.
X. Red flag.
Wachana na yeye kabisa.
Nikademo Thika Road.
Or either he thinks I'm his mama.
Yeah, for sure.
Thika Road.
Tanza hapa kuitishwa pesa ya wifi, pesa ya sijui nini.
Kwanza Roysambu.
Roysambu ni mademo amekwa.
Ukisikia kwanza demo anakwambia natoka Lumumba Drive.
Huwa amekwa.
Drive and go. Just continue driving. Don't stop.
They can't be like just driving. As in this neighborhood just has a bad rep.
It's just a bad babes over there. I know it's because of two babes. Another two babes. Another two babes. And the 10,000.
Then choose somewhere else. Don't choose Lumumba then if you want to, if you are different.
So guys move from
Ngira Githurai 45.
What walitoka?
Nice babes.
From K Street to Lumumba Drive.
From K Street.
I have a question.
Ask.
If I date men for money, does that make me a prostitute?
Hey, do you want us to get cancelled?
If a guy is dating babes for money, is that person a sex worker?
What do we call
A sex worker.
how do we define
Or
prostitution?
an escort?
Anyone who's being paid for
Exchange of sexual...
So
long as
it's-
you are-
so you're
as long as
exchanging
it was
sex
agreed.
For
with
money.
money,
Yes.
right? Then you
Let's
are
call them not a prostitute. Let's call them an escort.
The names don't
No,
matter.
escort matters.
Why?
Because an escort might not necessarily be having sex.
That's true. Yeah, that's
okay.
true.
Right?
Yeah.
So there are people who, like, for example, kuna chali, maybe antaka kwenda. Like, I know people who maybe you have like this lifestyle that you're trying to show. So you want a babe who fits the lifestyle.
Yeah,
so for
yeah.
example, you're going to a meeting or a dinner, unaita a certain showroom mwenye umeweka, unamwambia, yo, dress up, we're going for this thing.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
she's an escort, right? Men are also doing that. In fact, there are more male escorts than women escorts.
That's
Man,
true.
tuna sign up.
Yes, why? Because there are a lot of
Dancing
women
before.
who don't have men. So what do? They hire.
Aye.
Yeah, so
Husbands
uchali
for hire.
anajua tu kazi yake tu ni
Kuna
kwa around
MBA.
like a boyfriend,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But he's
True,
not
true,
really
true,
a
true.
boyfriend.
Yeah. See, I told you in Japan, there's a whole nini dedicated to
Yes,
it, a
yes.
whole experience dedicated to, because a lot of the population for women is growing really rapidly, and the amount of money that they're making and the education. So, madema kona pesa wamekuwa tu wengi. So in Japan, there's a whole, I don't want to call it an app. It's like an escort service, but it's called the boyfriend experience. You know, like after work, if you want someone to go and have drinks with, you go and have drinks.
Japan, you said.
He'll
Yeah. But Japan has
Sasa
fair-
zuri
that come from?
Chukua passport wewe.
We're going to Japan, nachukua passport.
Yeah, hawataka you
Convince.
Africa.
Yeah, he even hold hands with you.
Main insist.
Check your Afrika hapa sasa.
Yeah.
Skiza.
Hawataki wa Afrika.
Sawa,
Do you know
tena
Japan also has you can hire a family?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What do you
Loneliness
mean?
is such a huge issue there.
Oh, yeah.
On another episode, we'll talk about loneliness.
Okay,
and I think
okay,
we've kind of guziad it. But
Yeah, we have.
loneliness is such a big issue there. So what you find is it's such a huge issue. And by the way, it's coming this way. I'll tell you when. So no, I have the stats. I'll tell you
Stop.
exactly when it's landing here.
The
'Cause
loneliness.
I've already seen the wave has
data.
arrived in America.
Oh, shit.
So it's coming here.
Ooh.
Oh, it's almost 5 years later here.
Guys, you even have leaders right now who are going to university to learn how to tackle loneliness.
What?
Yes, this is a problem.
Oh, yeah.
This is a global problem.
That's so
but
sad.
Remember, I was talking about the same thing about people on their birthdays nowadays.
Yeah.
People are so sad on their birthdays.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There's in
But
America.
there's watu zinafika inakuwa everyone is seeking attention.
Yeah.
Uko tu, I know
Because
you're
they're so lonely.
You're so sad.
In America,
Jinunulie hiyo gari.
they're saying that friends.
Weke
There's,
bow, useme,
actually, let
wow,
me read for you
present.
exactly what they're saying. The big problem is friends, right? So they're saying that let me read this for you so that I don't mix it up. Making friends in 2024 has become such a problem, and so no, it's not that one. Yeah, basically, Americans are experiencing a friendship recession.
Whoa.
No friends.
Why?
Right? It's very difficult to make friends in
Ndio maana watu
2024.
wanaona
We've
kwa hizi
spoken
ma-apps.
about this.
Majuu
We've spoken
na
about
status
this. It's
zingine.
either you don't fit the money bracket, people are not real, people are fake. The reasons why you're picking people is about, you want someone who social media has taught you how friends look like.
Yeah, that's the word I was waiting for you to mention.
Okay.
Social media.
But this is not even social media. You see, Japan, the issue of loneliness is about age gap and money and working, right? So for example, hiring families is, I'm in my 80s. I have no family whatsoever. Zero. I have zero. Not even 80s, even 50s,
Yeah.
40s, 30s. I'm alone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I can hire the family members that I want. So I want, let them come, a mom, a dad, and then give them these names.
A nephew.
So they
Yeah.
walk in like they had gone to the shop.
Guy, stop.
I kid you not. So they walk in, they are there for 2 hours. They just start like, oh yeah, we brought shopping. And they start cooking, and they sit with you for 2 hours. And it's like, you just want that home family experience.
Oh my God.
That's so lonely.
That is
That's so sad.
Before nipigia.
Oh,
And that's why suicide
Oh,
rates
yeah,
in their
that's so
country are
sad.
high.
Yeah.
And even here in
Yeah,
Kenya,
choice,
man.
loneliness is a huge problem. People think that loneliness is being alone. No, it's not.
Can be in a crowded room and still be
Exactly.
lonely.
You can
that
have
makes
all
sense.
the friends in the world and
Do you know how
be lonely.
lonely you have to be to pay
Someone to
act?
Imagine.
Hata ilwakamu kwe natural.
But that's
Mkwe awkward.
even here in Kenya.
yeah, that's so sad.
where escorts come from. I just want company to be able to sit across me to eat.
Yeah, imagine.
There's actually stories of people who actually watch escorts wanaendanga K Street. Actually sex workers walikuwa wasema hii story. And
Just to
sex
talk.
workers anafika hapo anaanza kutuangua namba, "Hey, Matatu kubonga.
Yeah, see, I told you. There's even a lady on TikTok, I don't know if she's famous, but she started trending, I think last year, because she was giving what she's learned from 10 years of being an escort. And the first thing she said is men just want someone to listen to them.
Yeah.
Atalipia the whole thing, the experience, hadi amwambia, if you want private session, is nini. If you want how many hours, he'll pay all the money that he needs. Akuja wanze tu kuongea.
Yeah. Even women. Because remember, I told you, here, the largest number of escorts are men.
Yeah.
Right? Like you have more male escorts than sex workers.
Yeah.
Right? So it means these women sometimes are not just looking for, because trust me, the sex workers for men, there are many. Babes love shtick.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's true.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Right? But the aspect of just having someone sit there with you, talk with you, just, even pretend that they care about you.
Yeah.
Because we are human beings.
True.
You need contact. Now, I know for a lot of people who are watching, they'll just be like, hey,
What do you mean?
a point where I have nobody. But it's possible to feel alone in this world.
Yeah.
It is possible.
Yeah.
Because even your own sibling, you can be going through things. They're going through things in their own house. They have their own family. Because once they get married, they have their own family.
Exactly.
Whereas you're the other person. Right?
At least it kuna hiyo hope ya kusema as a society, once they get married, najua tu utakuwa married, even if it's for the wrong reasons. Sewa Japan hatawana hiyo.
Even here, see the marriage index is dropping. Right?
Drastically.
And it starts with there's something happening with that's isolating human beings. That's making connection difficult. Before it used to be we are working towards a common cause. Now we are not.
Social media.
True. It's probably social
It's just social
I'm gonna
media.
put it all on social media because
Yeah.
there's a guy who was part of the founders of I don't know if it was Facebook or what, and they were talking about how they were messing with the fabric of society. They intentionally tapped into the fabric of society in such a way that it is irreparable, and they know it.
Wow.
That person was just working like an aishituna.
So tuko tu globally connected.
But
disconnected personally. Oh, yeah.
I'd love to challenge that because if you look at Japan, all this unfolded before the internet.
Yeah.
Yes. Technology. Social media is not just it. We have created
Well, rather, it's
society.
not the only problem.
Remember,
It's not the only problem.
you come from a village, right? How many times do you go to that village?
Hey, where?
Right?
Yeah.
When you're at home, when you're in Shags, everybody says hi to you. The watchman, I mean, there's no watchman. Everybody's a watchman because they're watching what you're doing. They're watching you, man. So, everybody's watching. Everybody says hi. Like for me, when I'm in Kisii or in Kakamega, like everybody's just like, hey, I'm mtoto wa nani. There's so much sort of connection, which is also disappearing there because of urbanization, right? But here in the city, you can be in a whole apartment block. Na kuna mtu ameongeleshana.
Aki for real, that's true.
I think
That's true.
Nachana ni complain kwa ploti yetu by the way kama nawachiki tu mwache ufala by the way tuongeleshane.
Guy.
Hakuna venye sasa pegs zitakuwa zinapotea za kunibishia kwa nyumba. Come on. Like check hata gonga gari ya neighbor hapo tuko na kesi.
Guys,
Nini hizi mnafanya but
Yeah,
it's
but
not nice.
it becomes difficult.
Yeah.
So I know you're looking at Japan and saying, sini wa nini. Lakini kuna neighbor wako, your neighbor.
Yeah.
Right? If they didn't have their job, there'd be nobody that would speak to them for a whole week.
honestly. Beautiful people, it's me again, just here to remind you to like, share, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys loved this episode because this was a hot one.
And the next week, and the next week, I bet you there's someone who's watching us right now. Nobody has called them for a month.
Damn, that's sad.
Hey, unanivunja moyo.
That's life.
That's so sad.
That's the life that we live in. Yeah. Even when they're talking about male suicide, right? You can be hanging out with someone and you don't know that person, hakuna mtu msikia, hakuna mtu msikia, muko squad, you hang out, cha, when the most talkative person anaongea, and then guys have
Mnaenda home.
Nobody knows, baby,
Nani
this guy, haongeangi, hatujuangi kenye kinagoon na yeye. As in, and akikuwa kwa hii circle, ana feel more and more isolated.
True.
So atafanya?
That's true.
Yeah, that's the world we're living in.
Yeah, but also I feel like it's a double-edged sword because I feel the reason why it was so easy to be a community and talk to your neighbor and hang out with your neighbor is because I feel like I feel as human beings, we were more trustworthy. I don't know how else to explain it.
We were sharing resources.
Yeah, I think that as well. Because my mom was telling me when I was like really young and we were living sides of like somewhere you would probably think is like super unsafe, like sides of Pangani. Me, I used to walk by myself as a 3-4-year-old. No one is going to harass me. In fact, they'll know where my mother lives. They can even come and talk to me. It was a safe environment for us to interact with each other. These days, even though I find a hitchhiking on the side of the road, I won't stop because I've already seen the stories. Shows are hijacking people now.
Yeah,
even people who are your age, father's age. Yeah. People who are your,
I watched the last episode.
I swear, people who are like your father's age and are stealing from you. May I remember, I will never forget my first phone that was ever stolen from me. It was literally someone my father's age. Next to the matatu next to me, I was pickpocketed by someone who was my father's age. How are you supposed now to trust society if these are the same people who, imagine, you see? Yeah, so I think it's a double-edged sword because we want to be more of a community, but I don't know if it's our morals or I don't know what is happening. We're becoming worse. In terms of behavior.
I think when we got closer, when we started getting more overpopulated, right? Like where we're too many in one space, we start having trust issues. Yeah. Resources start being finite. Now everything is like it's a do or die. Yeah. Like cities, for me, cities depress me. Like I spend a lot of time trying to like, coax myself and, to make sure that I'm mentally okay. Because it's so easy to just be like, fuck this place. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Nobody is nice, right? Everybody wants something, right? Everybody is either lying to you, they're talking behind your back there. Yeah. Like there's just all sorts of harshness, even strangers. Like you walk to a shop and you're just like, hey, excuse me, can I get... Hey, madam, like nobody's, like it's very rare you meet a nice person who's just being nice.
Yeah, to the point that when you meet a nice person,
you're suspicious.
You question, you're like, why are you so nice?
And that's because of being in such an enclosed space where you're constantly being fed bad news. I think the media plays a huge part in this depression.
Yeah.
Okay, true.
Forget, like you said, social media, it exacerbated it. But the media has always been there. You always hear the news of bombs, sijui, people are dying, sijui, the worst things. We're always announcing the very worst things in society. And I think that reinforcement is making people very not trust each other and scared. So I feel like the solution would be going back to depopulating the place. Because Earth is big.
Yeah, true.
There's space for everybody. Like when you're driving from Nairobi and you're driving to, like, say, Naivasha, you just see space.
I know, right?
But it's the resources are the ones that are finite. Like we've put everything here. If you need water, electricity, you need jobs, you need to be here in there. And in the process, it makes life a living hell.
Yeah, because no one wants to live the comforts of living in a city. Because I personally, I like living a very comfortable life. And I know I can't get it anywhere else but in a city. So I don't know how they're going to fix the rest of the outskirts. If they did, I would move. I will honestly say, I'm a certified city girl because I like comfort. I like convenience. Yeah. That's the only reason I'm a certified city girl.
I feel like I would be a suburban. Yeah. Because like every time I'm driving through like Kitsuru, I'm more and more convinced that I'm going to buy a piece of land here after I sell you.
Excuse me? After you sell who?
How much?
After you sell who? You can't just throw that in there like that.
Like it's nothing now.
I have to sell someone.
Wow.
As in piece of land, an acre is doing 100 and what million. Bruh, and that is with the dollar going up.
Imagine.
That's crazy.
I know. I want to be able to have my own compound, which is a lot of people, trees, kuku. Because these are some of the challenges that these Japanese people are experiencing. You've been living in boxes, which now you're seeing Kilimani. Right?
True.
Our problems are about to be real. That you're looking at Japan.
Motoga's lyric is about to mean so much to everybody. Kilimani reminds me I'm alone.
Oh.
Watu wengi are about to relate.
That's it.
True.
Because once you're in that box, like you've worked hard, you have your own apartment. Like I remember when I was staying with people, like housemates, I hated that shit. But sometimes I miss that.
Yeah.
Because I've been living
alone. At least you're around people. Yeah.
I've learned to live by myself for a while now. So even if I date, one of the struggles we have is where are we staying? You know, where are we spending time? Because like you have your house, but I have my house, right?
True.
He wants me to chill at his house. I want to chill at my house, right? So that becomes a pull and push.
Yeah.
But like you've made your own space, right? But eventually you miss that contact of just speaking to somebody.
True.
Right? Like, so, well, I have a very active social life. I have my sister, blah, blah, blah. But I know people who don't have people to speak
that's
to.
true.
So you isolate kidogo before you know it, you're like, even making simple decisions like eating become difficult. Because unajua mtu anasema, unakula tu take out kila saa, we jaribu kujipikia kila siku.
Difficult.
It's difficult.
It's very difficult.
Chakula hata iland, lakini najua machali wanasema,
watakula tu kile iko
Gari na mayayo.
leftovers za jana unakula breakfast.
And then you end up finding people doing what? I know there are people who are judging me. They're like, hey, Kwambox, you have to find someone to settle with, or, you know. Well, I know people who've done that, because of the loneliness,
you've picked someone
guys,
just because.
especially men, right? Every weekend, you're dating. So that you can have
That's
company.
what you have a social life. Yeah, true.
Right? So that's where we are.
And it's nice that you brought up the whole nature thing. I think we really underestimate the beauty of being outside.
Yeah.
You know, we're not built to be around four walls like 24/7, but life has become harder. You have to hustle harder. You have to work harder. You have to work longer. Even that time to go for a walk, sijui in Karura or sijui Arboretum, or even
wanna be
just
on your
taking a walk,
couch.
you don't have.
Yeah.
Like by the time you leave work, you just want to be on your couch.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot that has gone wrong to lead us to this level of loneliness. And like I said, it has to start from like an individual standpoint. Because if I prioritize my mental health, if I prioritize going out on nature, I prioritize, you know, being around friends, I'm automatically going to attract people who are like that. That's what I've learned about this, like, rather 2024.
There was a time I was hanging out with people. Maka, you know, I had to sit myself down. I'm like, hey, Sheila, skiza, you are fun. You are fun.
You're fun.
This was like 2016.
Yeah.
When I was going through that breakup.
Yeah.
Nilikuwa najipata almost every weekend. Like I was out. Like, and then the people I'm hanging out with, I don't even like them. Sorry, guys. You know I don't like you, right?
Guys.
So, no, like, as in, I'm just hanging out with people for saking. You know, like at Chomoka Jobo, that time I was doing the drive show. So I'd leave Jobo. Where's Carrie? Carrie will tell you this story. We're at Alchemist. Bang. Friday night. Saturday you wake up, you're just like, fuck. What is this?
I'm tired.
I'm still here by myself. You know what I mean? So now I'm looking at my phone, guys are like, yo, there's a plan to do where, before you know it. And as much as I do like the occasional partying, but I don't want to go out because I have to.
True.
I'd love
That's because you're looking for company.
Guys, True. I love being in my house. I can be in my house like 2 weeks straight and not even pick up the phone, like, you know, not talk to anyone. By that time, I was out so much, I had to sit myself down. I'm just like,
what am I looking for? Yeah.
Whatever you're searching for,
what am I looking for? Yeah.
So I had to sit down, and then I started realizing where I was spending a lot of time and a lot of money on people for nothing.
For no reason.
And I know people who are doing that right now. Yeah, loneliness is creeping in. You just don't know how to handle it. We're just gonna get you an escort.
Oh my Jesus. So you said if you find the place for escorts, male escorts, we sign you up. Mesama you're in.
Nenda Japan. Nenda fanya gig Japan.
Ama uende Japan.
Mimi najua watanitoa kwa nini, kwa lineup watasema height nini.
Japan they're not used to seeing. Yeah, they're not used to seeing black people. Let's just start there. No. Country ndio wrong. First of all, they're not even used to black people. You're already such a specimen to them. No. I'm being serious. It's just such a specimen to them. Yeah. They're like, wow, this is new. This is interesting.
Japan don't like black people.
I've never seen this before. They're not used to seeing black people. So
they're a homogeneous society. Hawapendi kumix na.
So what's the solution though?
The solution is, I have told you, it would be sad if we deal with this thing 20 years from now. We need to encourage people to connect. Don't be isolated. Make a concerted effort to make friends.
Yes.
Right? Like genuinely, like make a concerted effort to make friends.
True.
I know it's become difficult now in 2024. Why? Because you're worried how they look at you. Maybe they think you're kwani umsiana mabeshte. Yeah. Because people think at you, you know.
utaenda so nataka nidu
That's why nakuongelesha sina mabest.
Ndio hiyo sasa. Lakini watu wanakuanga mean sana. So
mimi kwanza history yote nakuanga tu niko conflicted because I don't know if I want to be a social person and have friends
or just be isolated.
I'ma just be alone.
Yeah.
Because pia hii part nyingine yenye watu wanaambiwa go and find friends, go out there, find people to talk to. These are the same people. You go outside there, you talk to them, they'll use what you said against you.
Yeah.
They'll give you weird energies. You won't even know who to trust. What if it's time now we learn to live alone? Maybe our biggest problem is we don't know how to live alone.
Fantastic.
Because we've always been.
No, but
I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
Japan wako mbele.
What do you
They've
mean?
been ahead.
What do you mean?
I always use Japan as a cautionary tale. Watch them to be able to see what over indulgence looks like.
Yeah.
They had too much technology. They're done to all these Sony TVs, JVC, all these things came from them, right? Walikuwa mbele, man. Video games. Japan has a weird culture. Hata watoi wako na cafes where you can hang out to the high schooler. For tea, yeah. Company.
Wow.
Yes, and you pay for it.
What?
And they are real high schoolers. Natoka shule, kuna streets.
Don't interact. Just what you are friends.
You need to check these things out.
Guy.
They're there. They're on Vice. Watch them. I'll have this conversation with you another time, right?
What?
Yeah. So you can actually hire a schoolgirl. Mostly boys. They don't like boys. They like girls, right? So you find girls. You know, Japan. When you think of Japan, what do you think?
Harajuku girls.
Harajuku girls.
Yeah.
They're everywhere. That culture is there. So you'll see everywhere there's, they've sexualized these teenagers.
Yeah.
But then this one where you can sit in a cafe
and talk to
and save that one. And she comes and she reads a book and, you guys are just sitting there and you have coffee and you finish. And of course, I'm sure it can, somebody can be messed up here. But this is real and it's legal.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. But that's all part of this loneliness thing we're talking about.
That's crazy.
Right? So the way you see the way you're saying that's crazy. You told me that even if it's a 62-year-old with an 18-year-old, you're okay. As long as it's legal.
As long as you're got sex.
It just keeps getting younger and inappropriate. These are what you call inappropriate relationships. Like if you walk into a cafe and you see a 62-year-old man sitting with an 18-year-old girl.
That's very questionable.
Yeah, right? I mean, she could be in her uniform. She's still in school if she still is, right? It's weird.
It's weird.
Definitely.
Yeah? So,
definitely, I feel too.
Pia wao walianza hivyo, sasa wako hapo.
Yeah, but when it comes to making new friends, I just say, be the friend you would want to have. Yes, I feel like that has really worked for me and it helped me attract the right kind of friends. Just be the kind of friend you would want to have. Forget society, forget social media, forget just be the kind of friend you would want to have. Trust me, they'll be attracted to you even without you knowing. Before you know it, you're like, oh, look at me, new friends.
Yeah. The other advice I'd say is don't be afraid to cut off people. Like I can make friends, learn this relationship, and relationships do have an end date. They have expiry dates, some of them, right? Some are longer than others. Some are just, you are here for a season.
Some are for life,
Identify it and just say, what kabla tufike ile place pali tunaanza kuambia na wacha tu ni endi amicably. Like, so that even if we meet out there, at least we can say hi. I learned this a bit too late. So what I used to do...
You ghost.
I used to cut off people.
Wow.
Yo. Nazileza, I'm never gonna fucking speak to you ever again. And when I say that, I mean it. My word is bond.
Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah, James.
Like, me nikisha sema yo... But I had to learn, like, it doesn't have to reach that place where we're like, you know, in those relationships where you stick paka, you're just like, karibu
now you start hating each other,
No, like, you can just sit. I mean, it's okay. We can end it here now. Thanks. I've had fun.
It was nice knowing you.
It was nice.
It was nice knowing
and
you.
it's okay. And those are the worst breakups.
I swear. The amicable ones.
Friendships. I mean, they're harder than actual relationships.
Yeah, true.
Cool. I've loved chatting with you guys.
Therapy.
So niulize.
Thank you for your insight. Kuna vitu
Would you ever hook up with a fan? Or have you ever hooked up with a fan?
Yeah.
Thanks for the honesty.
You know, you look like you're about to lie. Thank you for being honest. You know, you look like you're about to lie. No, it's like because I saw like you are thinking if you tell us the truth or not.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Not really. Actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, sure.
Yeah.
Long and short of it.
She alikuwa
We are waiting for
nakurudishia
your answer.
mkono. As Gilly would say.
Mimi nilikuwa backstage nimechill, natulia, sina mambo. Niko na room fulani pale, nafaa kwenda kudoze, sisikii kwenda kudoze, nasikia fiti. Then msichana tu mrembo akapita.
Ala.
Like, you're pretty.
Mashallah.
I get to know you. She was like, for sure.
Twende hapa nyumbani kupatia romantic call.
Tukaongea zaidi.
Mliongea zaidi. Mliongea bila kutumia maneno.
Kinagaubaga.
Akasema acha kuacha.
I don't do this.
But then it's just you.
Shorties who go backstage. Joyce, what were you saying?
No, I said they're
What were you
groupies.
saying?
No, I said they're groupies. I said they're groupies.
Do you remember that episode?
Yeah.
I told you.
No, but I agreed they're groupies.
And then mnaanza kuongea 5 minutes in the story nakwambia hata siku nyingine tulikuanga hapa na uko sio
Guy.
msanii. Bosi ni msanii umetoka.
Yeah, no, they're actually groupies who actually want to go checking them off their list. Yeah.
Bro, wanasema groupie. We had someone in our campus who like was eyeing the friends. Like one by the whole gang.
Gang. Loving the crew.
Yo, sasa kuja kurealize si wote.
Mlianguka mtiani nyote.
Kuanguka. No, sikia.
Acha hizo.
Sema kweli.
Nasema ukweli, ni ukweli. Akia nani na wataona hiki kitu na watanipigia simu. But what it is. Winner buddies, bro. Wanakuja kurealize they are winner buddies.
What do you mean winner buddies?
But that's short.
Winner buddies, you've been in the same honeypot.
See, guys say that as well. Like if a guy can meet the whole squad and
Gang,
just said, gang. I'm gonna finish that squad. Finish them.
Finish them.
Should be able to do it.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just
Exactly.
Baki namtumia congratulations kitu kwa pesa.
But in all honesty,
Naambia
alisaidia sana. Because in campus things were tough.
Mlikuwa J-Quad?
Ati J-Quad.
Walikuwa was.
Ngoto Highs.
Let me tell you.
Juja boys. Tulikuwa Juja boys. Guess Wesa.
Aya. Ngoto University.
No, you're not going to university.
Na huko Juja boys, uko sure huko Juja boys.
Nenda shule fulani ilikuwa iko
It's okay, you made it. You made
It
it.
was Seku. I love that school, guys.
Huko ni wapi sasa? Hizi shule unasema mimi
Eastern Kenya
So
University.
Odem alisaidia watu.
Alisaidia gang mbaya.
Juu mlikuwa dry.
Ule ni venye tuko na pesa tungemlipa.
Unasema ilikuwa dry.
It was dry. Ni Kitui.
No, I'm saying they were dry, not the girl.
We're not talking about the girl. We're saying the school is in Kitui. But Kitui is dry.
It's dry. Oh, okay.
Umeipoteza.
I'm sorry.
Actually, the girl was dry.
I did say the girl was dry.
You lied.
Run the tape. I did say the girl was dry. Run the tape.
Si alikuwa nakula dry fry.
Run the tape. I did not say that.
Haya, history imeenda. Na wewe ulikuwa uni gani?
Nisikuenda uni.
Uni of Hard Knocks.
School of the Hard Knocks.
Yeah.
It's a hard knock
Gang,
life.
gang.
Niliwaambia izeni jo.
Ulienda Seku alafu ukaenda Seku.